And welcome to the Horslick Review. It's been a little while.
That's kind of my fault.
Yeah, it's everybody's fault. You know, things happen. We're here now, though. That's all that matters. Halloween's coming up. We've watched some good movies during the holiday season. We all saw the Terrifier 3 together, which I felt was quite excellent. I'm not going to have any spoilers. So nobody has to worry about that. We'll talk vaguely. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we talk about that, though, I had a random thought, and I want to get your opinion. Back when they had the Berlin Wall, do you think there was ever any point where it was thin enough to have a glory hole? Do you think there was? I would hope. Just the idea of a West German sticking his penis into a glory hole. Oh, how does freedom taste?
Probably.
And then
it's probably happened somewhere through there.
This is my favorite game.
Braunschweiger?
I put my penis in there and I wonder, is it a hungry, eager mouth or is it a crusty butthole? When I remove it and I see the doo-doo, I am like, oh, so do they not have running water in East Germany?
I don't know. I think it was probably too thick.
I have heard.
Unless the dude just had a massive hog or something, you know.
You've heard of what?
I've heard if you use a toilet, it doesn't go underneath the water. It stays on the porcelain so you can inspect it, but it's just raw poo.
Where?
In Germany.
Really?
That's what Shane Gillis said.
Klaus, bring me my poop knife. I must see if I am healthy.
Weird. That is very strange. I don't like that one bit.
All right, back to Terrifier 3, though.
That's what I've heard. Allegedly.
Anybody that might listen someday to this particular part of this particular episode of this particular podcast that's from Germany, fill us in.
That's just being healthy.
Yeah, I mean...
And my accent wasn't offensive. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought it worked.
I thought he was German.
I mean, all Michael was doing was saying Braunschweiger, which, I mean, it's delicious, but...
That's what it tastes like.
But yeah, Terrifier 3, it was fun. Fun as hell. I enjoyed every bit of it. I laughed my ass off to pretty much all of the... all the kill scenes, all the great art acting, because I feel like David Howard Thornton got a lot more. Even in 2, he was doing it, obviously, but in this one, I think he got to do a lot more of the just being crazy art, being weird and silly, and a lot more. He had a lot more reaction to a lot of things going on. And the shit with the Santa Claus cracked me up. His reaction when he saw Santa sitting in the bar. And all that kind of shit, man. It was it was excellent.
When it comes to streaming after a few weeks or something, it'd be cool to talk about it again, but on the pod, but on air. Or, you know what I mean? In depth.
Yeah.
First reactions.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely really good.
We can probably come back to it after it's been out a little bit longer. Yeah. And once it's, people have had a chance to see it, then we might have some more in depth and we'll give a spoiler alert and all that kind of shit. But
just fun.
Yeah, it was just
At
just
the
fun
end
as
of it,
hell.
it felt like I saw Batman Forever. Fun.
Did you feel like you were kissed by a rose?
Yeah.
Oh shit. But yeah. And then we say what is it that David Howard Thornton wants to would like to play the Joker at some point, that would be really cool. I think he could do it.
He does the Mark Hamill voice. We're just
I haven't even actually heard him do a Joker, and I feel like just through his physical acting and stuff, as long as he can get a good voice.
I'm sure
you just said he can do a pretty good voice.
He does the Mark Hamill voice.
Yeah, so I think he could probably do great. He's got his bone structure and the way he looks, and he's a thin dude. He would fit the look. I think he would look a lot like a comic book Joker. You know what I mean?
If you think about it, though, there's never been a live action Joker that really nailed the laugh. The cartoon Mark Hamill,
Mark
Hamill understood it So like in the cartoon, like the laugh was amazing. Most animated Joker, well, not most, but a lot of Joker people who have done the Joker voice understand the importance of the laugh. But think about it, like Jack Nicholson had an okay laugh. Like it wasn't.
I've not seen the original Batman, like Tim Burton's Batman, so I can't even remember his laugh now. I haven't seen it in so long.
The original Batman was either the like 1930s serials.
Well, that's why I corrected myself and said Tim Burton's Batman.
Okay. Or full length feature, the Adam West Batman movie.
Yeah. Well, I meant Tim Burton's Batman. I haven't seen it in so long. I don't even remember his laugh. I remember other parts of Nicholson's Joker that I liked, but I don't remember his laugh for some reason.
Like the Ledger didn't have much of one. Like he laughed occasionally, but there was no.
Yeah, he didn't, did he?
And then,
but he played a great version of the Joker, though.
He did, but he didn't have much. Like
he didn't have the laugh, did he? That's weird. I never even thought about that. That's so weird.
Cesar Romero, though, from the Adam West one, had the
yeah. He was always good.
Which was all right, I guess.
Jared Leto perfected.
I like the I hate dude.
Jared Leto perfected the Roseanne laugh.
That was the that was the thing that made me hate him immediately when I saw the preview to Suicide Squad and I heard it's like what?
It wasn't
the
even the
fuck?
Design because the design was not his fault. You know what I mean? Like
no, but he sucked.
But the laugh and the acting it just I didn't like him either. I know he was trying to like put his own stamp on it or whatever the hell, but it just didn't. It didn't click. It didn't make it. Didn't make the cut for me.
Yeah.
But so also we all watched at some point since the last podcast we watched Onyx and the what the fuck I can't remember the whole
Onyx
title.
the Fortuitous.
Onyx the Fortuitous
and the Talisman of Souls.
Talisman of Souls. Yes. Okay.
You want to give people context for
Easy.
It's the anybody
guy from
done
Bowser Vids.
Yeah, Bowser Vids. And he plays Onyx, the character, the Arby's guy. I'm sure people have seen the videos. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube and look up the Arby's guy or the, what was the other really funny one that he put out not long after that? The one where they're at the Satanic Church or whatever. Yeah. When they're putting up the Baphomet statue or whatever. That one's good, but just go to Bowser Vids on YouTube. He's pretty funny, but he took his Onyx character and he made a pretty good horror comedy.
It's got Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton in it. That's all you need to know.
I mean, as soon as I saw that those two were in it, I was like, all right, he's doing this right. He's doing this right.
I wouldn't even have to know who that guy is. And if I saw Barbara Crampton and fucking...
he knows his shit. Barbara's his mom. And then Jeffrey was his dad and the main villain.
Separate characters.
Yeah. Sorry, separate characters. And that one was just, it was good. I definitely recommend that one if anybody has not seen that yet. I think it's been out since last year sometime, maybe. Or did it come out this year?
It might have come out this year, man. So I'm wondering, it could get a sequel. It'd be cool if it did.
I think he's writing a sequel.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
I hope that. Does anybody know if it was very successful enough? I mean, I guess it didn't release to theaters. It went straight to streaming, but a lot of shit does.
Yeah. I mean, being on Amazon, that's what I watched it on.
Yeah, me too. Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. But it's one of those things. Amazon has become one of those things where it's like, you're like, God damn it. But you're like, it's like Walmart. You know what I mean? It's like, I hate going in Walmart, but then I have to go there sometimes just to get things.
I don't give them any money to have Amazon Prime, honestly, dude. I just get it through like my cell phone company for free.
Oh, well, that's cool. I pay for Prime just because I order so much stuff. It's like, if I'm going to have it, I'm going to be ordering stuff from there, I'm going to have the Prime so I can have access to the free shipping and then all the stuff I can watch. But like, yeah, I mean, I think being on there, it probably brought him a lot of traffic, I would say.
I would hope.
I mean, but what's cool, one cool thing about Amazon's platform when it comes to like selling stuff and even movies and shit is you can put whatever on there. I've found like super cheap, like low budget, just like you could tell like these people probably spent maybe $2,000 to make a movie, like, and they're on Amazon. Like, that's pretty cool.
Did you ever see?
And like you can put your book. Like if you write a book, you can put a digital version up on Amazon and just
Yeah, that's how a lot of people get on. Like, is it Kindle?
Yeah.
Amazon does. Speaking of low budget, did you see the dwarves of, I think, Dragon Mountain or something? It's supposed to almost be like a horror movie. They're like mining, and they get stuck in the mine.
That sounds familiar. Like maybe I ran across. I didn't watch it.
It was a good concept, but it just wasn't executed great. Like, and it wasn't just because of I'm sure most of it had to do with the budget, but they could have done a little bit more with it. But I liked the idea. The whole idea of a fantasy horror film, you know what I mean? Like a typical fantasy characters, but it's all was pretty good.
Speaking of, I've got one here that y'all really need to watch with me. I can't remember the name of it. I think I might have told you about it, but I want to tell people on here about it too. Hold on.
While you're searching,
Talk amongst yourselves.
the Onyx movie back then kind of reminded me of Ernest Scared Stupid with just a touch more Satanism.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
Twice as satanic, at least.
Still about the power.
A lot
of love.
more Satanism. And much more adult. For sure.
So, what reminded of you? Why did you feel like it was similar to Ernest Scared
The
Stupid?
Ghoulies. The Ghouls.
Yeah.
The trolls. They were trolls.
Trolls.
And Aaron Scared Stupid, they were trolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they were called ghouls and Onyx.
And the Onyx movie.
Okay. The ghouls.
Yeah. He asked me, what about the Onyx movie?
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood. My bad. Continue.
That it kind of was like, oh, it's a fun 80s, 90s.
How'd you feel about the demon in the box, the way it looked? I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that after you watched it, Jake. It reminded me of something straight out of The Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Like an evil being out of the labyrinth or something. I think it was the eyes and the beak type thing that really reminded me of like the Wild Gang part in the labyrinth, and they're tossing their heads around and shit. But like, yeah, he could have definitely been a Muppet. Like, I really liked that character and how he would like, get so like.
Who did those effects too? I wonder like what studio.
I know. I mean, it was a well-made movie. Like,
Yeah.
I was really impressed. Like, and just like whoever was acting for that puppet too was like really good. Like the whole thing where it's almost like it's getting off when it's like seeing your fears or whatever, and like your what you're most like fragile about, you know. And it's just like yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome. But here's this movie.
Fun.
I couldn't remember. It's called Evil in the Time of Heroes, starring Billy Zane. Billy Zane, man.
Yeah.
But I picked this up because, one, I'd never heard of it. And Bloody Disgusting said it's off the charts fantastic. But from what I gather, it might partially be in modern times. But it kind of like seems like it flashes back to like Greek days, and it has to do with zombies and shit.
Have you
like
seen it?
Billy Zane? I have not watched it yet. I was saving it, but Billy Zane apparently is like this mysterious cloaked hero that uses otherworldly weapons to fight these zombies and shit. And I think he's supposed to be from the past or some shit. I don't know yet. But
All right. Well,
we'll have to watch it on the
describe
PS5 because I think this is a Greek formatted DVD.
All right. So here's what we need to do. Let's take turns. Look. First of all, describe the cover.
Okay, the cover has Evil in the Time of Heroes in this font that makes it look like it's carved from stone in like the Greek times, like it belongs.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the meaning of life.
The
font.
Parthenon, I mean. And then like there's a guy in like a cloak and like the Greek attire with the shield and the Greek style sword. He's stabbing it down into the L of evil, and it has blood all over it. There's some lightning striking, and then above you have sick ass Billy Zane standing there in his hood, looking all stoic, and like a bunch of zombies and shit behind him.
All right. Now, without having seen it, tell me what you think this is about.
I think that he's some kind of like Greek wizard from the past.
Yeah.
And something has happened in the past, and he has the power and the knowledge of the zombie outbreak. And it happens in modern times, and he comes through a time portal and assists. And there's all these badass action scenes of Billy Zane as a Greek wizard, Greek time wizard fighting zombies in the streets with otherworldly weapons and magics. That's what I feel.
All right. What do you think it's about, Michael? No, don't read this back. Don't read the back.
Look at the pictures.
That's fair.
Don't cheat. Don't read. Reading's for pussies.
It's about badass, kick-ass Billy Zane.
Doing what? That's it? That's all you think? Is this badass, kick-ass Billy Zane?
Slinging dope as a wizard.
Slinging dope is what I'd watch that.
Who wouldn't?
A Greek wizard.
Yeah.
So it's a different kind of wizard.
I think that
He's like the Greek version of Merlin.
I think that Wizard Greek Billy Zane figures out how to clone himself, and he does that throughout time. Makes so many, like, his clones
Passing
keep
his
cloning,
consciousness.
keeps cloning, and maybe there's multiple clones at the same time. It's almost like multiplicity, but with wizards and Billy Zane.
Billy Zane, man.
And then several Billy Zane clones die and become the zombies that become the outbreak later in the future because he's cloned too many of them. And then it either ends with the modern clone of Billy Zane killing all the zombies or the zombie Billy Zanes running a Zane train on modern Billy Zane.
I like it. Yours is probably the closest.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's
Watch this.
like
We got
look, dude, like he's stabbing down an evil. I don't think that's really like a scene or whatever with the sword. I think it's supposed to be suggestive of the sexual climax of the movie, which again is either Billy Zane
Running the train.
killing the zombies or them running a Zane train on Billy Zane.
Okay, so now you want me to read the description out loud and see who is closest?
Sure.
Okay. Ancient Greece. When bloodthirsty zombies begin to wreak havoc, only a mysterious cloaked hero, Billy Zane, with otherworldly weapons can save the day. Flash forward to the present, when Athens is once again beset by a savage undead horde, and a ragtag band of human survivors is the last hope for the city's survival. With a little help from our ancient cloaked hero. A wildly cinematic bloodbath that's as clever as it is gory. Evil in the time of heroes has it all. Lightning fast action, terrifying zombies, off-the-wall humor, and, of course, Billy Zane. It says that. I mean...
It doesn't say how he gets there. I guess we'll have to figure out how the ancient Greek wizard Billy Zane makes it to modern times. When did it say it was made?
I'm not seeing. It's very, very, very small font on the back at the bottom where you see the dates. Like it's super small, and the blues are like mixing, fading, like yeah. So I mean, only thing I did cheat a little bit because I saw otherworldly weapons, and I said that in my description. But that's only because I saw that when I looked at the back earlier. So
that's fine. Also, if you own it, so if you've read the back of it, I couldn't fault you.
Well, I might have read the back when I bought it, but I bought this forever ago.
I bought it just because I read Billy Zane, and those are the
and
only
I saw,
two words I
I
needed
saw
to
zombies,
see.
Billy Zane, and ancient Greece, like Greek warriors and shit on the back, and I was like, I gotta get this. Me and Michael and Jake have to watch this at some point.
I don't know anything about Greece. I'm not Billy.
And then I kind of forgot about it. Honestly, I forgot about it for a while, and then then I thought about it since we went to see some scary movies together, or scary movie. Is there anything else coming out like around Halloween time that you are looking forward to?
I guess Nosferatu's coming out.
Is that coming out soon?
I think.
And Bill Skarsgård starring in that. Who else is in it? Do you know?
I think Willem Dafoe's actually in it.
Oh yeah, I heard that. He's playing. Who is he playing? I knew he was going to make an appearance in it, which was cool because he was in. What was it called? The one about about the guy who played
Shadow
Shadow of the Vampire, where it's about the guy who played
Max
Nosferatu, Max Shrek in that original Nosferatu.
That dude, I've said it 1,000 times, but that to me still is one of the best, like, best horror movie makeups ever, and it didn't require much. Just give this weird, gaunt, tall German guy long fingernails, weird ears, and messed up teeth. And Nosferatu's still creepy looking.
Oh, he is
to this day.
Oh yeah, I saw these. Yeah, he's one of the most stands out the most. And whenever I like think, anytime I try to like think of iconic monsters or characters from horror movies, scary movies, he always pops in my head like immediately. And I mean that's why when they did Salem's Lot for that, well, I think it was a TV movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They made the vampire and that resembled Orlok or whatever the hell his name.
Well, it's crazy
Count
to
Orlok.
me. Yeah.
And when in the story, he didn't look like that at all. He looked like a normal guy. I mean, have you read Salem's Lot? It's a good read. It's a pretty good story. It's one of King's like very early. Like I think it might have been like his second book, wasn't it? Right after Christine.
I don't know. I don't know what.
I think Christine was his first novel.
When he released what?
And I think Salem's Lot was like right there towards the beginning. But it was good. I liked it. But yeah, like I mean, he's iconic. And even when What We Do in the Shadows, the movie, Peter looked like Orlok. Like,
dude, what's crazy about Nosferatu though is technically, I mean, they changed a couple of things.
It's Dracula.
But yeah, it was technically an unlicensed movie version of Dracula
because they couldn't get the rights or something.
But the biggest thing they changed was the look, because Dracula always looked like suave,
handsome.
Yeah, and no, man, you can tell Orlok just looks like a parasite.
Yeah, for sure. And I saw these things real recently. So anybody who's like a big fan of Nosferatu and Orlok, they're these like little cutouts of like iconic scenes of like the shadows, how they did his shadows, like going up the stairs and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
These things you stand up and they have a light that shines behind them and it'll put it on your wall.
That's awesome.
And they are awesome. I mean, you can they're like standees. So, I mean, you can just search probably online on Google or Amazon or wherever, and you can probably find Nosferatu light standees. And like, yeah, they're fucking cool. I like was tempted to get one, but I never ordered one up. I mean, I'm sure they'll be available for ever, but they're really cool. You should check them out, like, because it makes it really big on your wall. They're like probably about 7-8 inches tall.
Yeah,
but then casts a big ass shadow. It's like awesome. A scene from the movie.
I love that.
Yeah. But let's see. Bill Skarsgård obviously is playing Count Orlok. Willem Dafoe is playing Professor Alban. And then not really anybody else I really recognize. Ralph Ineson, he kind of looks familiar. But I don't really recognize. Lily Rose Depp's in it.
Who's she?
She's Ellen Hutter, and then Emma Corrin, some girl named Emma Corrin. Anybody knows her? Is playing Anna, which I think that's the love interest, right? Anna.
I thought,
or was
Hutter
it
was
Ellen?
I could be mixing.
I can't remember now. There's also that version of Nosferatu. You can watch the original with Typo Negative as the soundtrack.
Yeah, I own a copy of that version.
That's pretty good. Fits pretty well.
Which Typo Negative?
David Carradine does the intro to it. Remember, out of nowhere, David Carradine.
I've not seen that.
No, yeah, for the Typo Negative version, like when you put in the DVD.
Oh, well, I watched it just online.
David Carradine starts talking about like vampires and the history of like Nosferatu. He
wasn't in the version I watched. He just started the movie.
Well, he does an introduction to the movie. They probably cut the intro, but he does an introduction to it.
Yeah, that's crazy. David Carradine.
Well, I don't know why they got him, dude. What has David Carradine done that was like, you know what I think of when I think vampires? Fucking
Nosferatu from 1932.
Like, what the fuck, dude? That dude was in. Wait, we can get him. He was in Kill Bill, man.
Yeah, and Kung Fu, the legendary journey. But yeah, I think it was Bloody Kisses, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
It was just the entire album. It works oddly, man.
Yeah, it works really well. Because that's the last time I watched Nosferatu was with that, and it was on YouTube, I think. If you're into like really into like old like silent black and white movies, there's another one
I want to watch The Man Who
is
Laughs.
excellent. The Man Who Laughs
I've
is
never
really
seen
good.
that.
Then there's one from 19. What is it? Let me put it in. Yeah, the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That one's really good. 1920 silent film. Biz and I actually watched that last year. I don't know if it was around Halloween, but that movie is just so cool because the way they film and the way they use backgrounds and like drawn buildings and like cutouts and shit, and they're like everything's like distorted and the buildings will like be bent all weird.
That's cool.
And like it looks really cool. Michael, you look like you're about to pass out, dude. What is wrong with you? But anyway, yeah, anybody that's into the old silent films and like creepy, weird shit for Halloween, watch The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. You got to experience it. It's one of those movies.
Dude, you know a Halloween tradition I think we should bring back? I found out about this a few years ago. You know what they used to use instead of jack-o'-lanterns? For, like, instead of pumpkins as jack-o'-lanterns?
What?
They used to carve radishes. And they're fucking horrifying.
Like little radishes?
Dude, they are fucking...
Or some type of really large radish.
I'm pretty sure it was like radishes that were, about the size of putting your two hands together. But
Large
they're
radish.
fucking horrifying, dude.
Huh. I might have to look that up.
Oh, yeah, man. I think you can Google pictures.
Yeah. Radish jack-o'-lanterns? Should I put that in?
Yeah. I want to
Radish
hear your reaction to this.
jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, what the fuck?
Do you see him?
Wait. Oh, man. Is that what you've seen?
Yeah. Show
looks like
Michael.
They look like like shriveled up little people. Heads.
Yeah. It's
Like it's really weird. Oh, and some of the other ones like, and then somebody made one just look like some of these look like beets, but and turnips. Somebody
It
doing
might
it
have
with
been
turnips
turnips.
too. Was it turnips?
It might have been turnips, but
Yeah.
But either
Oh
way,
yeah, some of them are very creepy. Yeah,
dude, they're terrifying.
yeah, it's pretty gross.
Uh,
With the red and like yeah,
humans were way cooler when we were all pagans. I'm just saying.
I guess you could like use all kinds of different stuff. Yeah, like it looks like they're using. There's one picture here. People are using radishes. I mean turnips, beets, and then like. I don't know.
Wasn't a surplus of beets, radishes, or turnips this year.
I guess.
The gods must be angry at us. Burn this man in the wicker man so that our crops don't fail.
Oh shit!
It's a better system.
Jack-o'-lanterns are fun. It's just I suck at them.
I love jack-o'-lanterns, man.
I can make like a classic looking, just regular.
That's all you
Jack-o'-lantern.
need, though, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like great at carving them either, but like even the classic jack-o'-lantern looks cool as fuck.
Yeah, we had some last year, and the kids like painted them, and
Yeah.
they lasted quite a while. Probably from cold weather probably helped, but I was surprised how long they lasted on our porch.
Shit, I carved.
Painted and carved some of them. I think some of them were just painted, if I remember right. I don't know. Anyway,
I carved 2 last year, and I think it only took a week and a half for them to become like, soft, squishy pumpkins.
yeah, it's like if you just leave them and you just like paint them, they'll sit forever.
Oh yeah, but once you gut them, they
Yeah,
go quick.
once you took them guts out of there. Great insight. But yeah, so Nosferatu. I'm not sure of any other good horror movies
Well,
coming out.
yeah, but that's
now,
the
though.
thing, man. Is like we
I'm
talked about before.
kind of bad about keeping up with it though. So
I don't usually keep up with like Hollywood horror movies that are coming out. Like, I mean, Terrifier wasn't. It did get a theatrical release. But I don't keep up with it.
Independent. Yeah, definitely.
Well, independent horror is where it's at, man. Because
for sure.
we've talked about it forever ago. Studios have forgotten what makes horror good. Typically, it used to be back in the day. They'd give a director like, here's $5 million. Make whatever because we know, or make whatever you want because we know it's going to be. We're going to make $20 or $30 million off of it. It was always a return. And there wasn't much studio interference. They let them do what the fuck they wanted. And then they started making big money. And the studios were like, oh, here's some fucking notes. Let's water everything down. That's what happened. They gave them big budgets and then started churning out the same bullshit that they do with every other genre. But yeah, indie horror films and foreign horror films are where it's at. And has been for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't been to the theater. Like, when I told you we went to Terrifier 3, I hadn't been to the movie theater to see anything in, like, at least 2 or 3 years. I mean, like, and I'll watch old stuff and, like, weird, shitty stuff on, that I know it's going to be bad just for fun, like on Amazon and shit. But today, actually, I was working, so I wasn't, like... I was doing work on my phone and shit, but like, so I didn't pay super attention to it, but I watched that most recent Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That was okay, man.
The one that's like a direct sequel to the original, and it has the girl.
Yeah, it's like...
Is that the same actress? I was wondering that. I was going to look it up and I forgot.
I think the original actress died.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
it's supposed to be her, and she's like... I thought it was cool that they made it like after that store clerk was talking about how she became a ranger for years and searched for him and shit.
Yeah.
And I like it that she was in it. And she's got like this, she stops everything she's doing when she hears that he's around again and just goes after him. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
the death scenes were good.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I was surprised. Because there's a lot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies I don't care for.
It's weird that they made that because but maybe 5-6 years ago, tops maybe, they made the one that was like a sequel, and he's living in that house with that old woman, and then the girl inherits. She passes away, and she's like the last distant relative, and she's a Harlow or not Harlow, whatever the family's name is. They were from Harlow, but this girl is like the last distant relative of them, and she's like. So she's gets the inheritance of this woman who lived in this beautiful house.
I don't think I saw this one.
And he's like, she's been keeping him there and has this room built for him in the basement. And like, like he's locked down there and but she takes care of him and he doesn't, because it's his family. And, and he doesn't try to hurt her.
Leatherface is Castle Freak.
Kinda. He has a secret area in the house so nobody knows he's there because people want him. You know what I mean? He's wanted still, technically. And like, I think what's his face actually plays him in that.
The original dude.
Yeah,
my favorite.
I'm pretty sure he reprised the role, but it was actually pretty good too. And now they made this one that's like a direct sequel too. This is more like a sequel many years later. Which this one kind of is too, I guess. When it first said direct sequel for this one, I thought it was going to take place in the 70s.
Though, right?
Yeah, the newest one. It was like made in like 2022, something like that. But there was one before that. It was probably like 2017.
I don't think I saw that one. I didn't care for that one they did in the 2000s with What's-Her-Face that was everywhere for a while.
Jessica Biel?
Yeah, that one wasn't great. But oddly enough...
The one that was like The Beginning? It was called The Beginning, I think?
No. They had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but they did a prequel to it and called it The Beginning.
Yeah,
and
that one was good.
I liked that one.
Everybody died.
Yeah.
What's his name?
R. Lee Ermey was in
R. Lee Ermey was really good in it.
Yeah.
Which he was good in the other one.
Yeah.
That you didn't like, but he was the best part.
Yeah, I like that one, but my favorite two are the first two, man. The first one's just a classic. And then the second one pulls an Evil Dead and becomes like a horror comedy, but you gotta love
Over the Top.
You gotta love Chop Top, dude. Chop Top
was
that
great.
movie.
And like, and then that's where we got the pretty lady out version of Leatherface with like the mask with all the makeup on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
you know, and wearing the woman's like pantsuit.
Or like
Pretty
the
much.
sundress or whatever.
Yeah, he did that too. But I think at the beginning he's wearing like it's a suit, but I think it's a woman's like suit. But like maybe I can't remember. But I remember he has that really long bladed chainsaw. That ridiculous scene in the beginning when they're chasing the guys in the Corvette and like
Dude,
he saws through the top.
My favorite fact about the first movie is remember when she gets thrown in like that fucking like sluice pit or whatever, like and all the skeletons are popping up.
Yeah.
So it would be back then. It was too expensive for them to buy model skeletons.
Oh, so they used real ones?
Well, yeah, they could. Well, they couldn't get the model skeletons like that are used at schools, but apparently China was selling skeletons and they were cheaper than the fake skeletons. So those are like real fucking skeletons they bought from China.
Yeah, I heard like the filming process of that movie and stuff was crazy too. Like people got really like mentally distressed because it was like super hot and like they were like pushing, trying to get all the shots and get the shit done. And it was like long ass hours and like,
Yeah, it was supposed to be hot in film condition and like supposed to stink too, from what I heard.
yeah. I mean, it was indie big time. So in the 70s. So
Michael, you got any thoughts on
yeah.
the original?
Are you alive over there?
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Passing out over there, dude. Oh shit!
It's fine.
Have you seen the new one?
No.
That one is a sequel. It was pretty good. I was like surprised. I watched something else before that. Now I can't even. That was so much better that like now I can't even remember what I put on before it. Like,
Did you ever see? You like werewolves? Did you? Oh, well. Speaking of, there was that preview that looked like it'd be all right. I don't
yeah,
know.
isn't it called Werewolves?
It might be, but that
Yeah.
that looks cool.
Because I was like, what's this about? Werewolves.
Have you all
That looks like that's gonna be fun.
Have you all seen Silver Bullet?
Yeah, and it's actually called the
It's got Gary
Cycles of the Werewolf.
got Gary Busey in it.
Yeah, I've seen the original
I
one.
fucking love that movie.
Like
That's
I think they remade it at one point.
did they?
I think it was
Fuck
a made
that.
for. I think it was a made for TV thing. But like speaking of that, I think it's called like Cycles of the Werewolf or something like that. The actual story.
It's got another. Oh, okay.
It's a Stephen King story.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I found this little book, this paperback, and it's just that story. So it's pretty thin.
That's cool.
It's like a novella, you know. But like this guy did all this cool artwork throughout during the chapters and like
Oh,
when
that's
the
neat.
bigger scenes in the story when like people were attacked and killed and shit. And it's awesome. Like I found it at a thrift shop. It's like 50 cents.
Yeah, the dude. I'm pretty sure if I remember right, the priest in that movie is also the same actor that plays Big Ed in Twin Peaks. And then what's his face? That fucking freak from People Under the Stairs. With
Which freak? The guy who owns the house that runs around
the guy who owns the house, Big Ed from Twin Peaks. And then also, if you remember, his sister / lover in that movie is his wife in Twin Peaks, the chick that gets the eye patch,
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that.
who's obsessed with her drapes. Well, in
hell?
Twin Peaks, not that.
Yeah. People Under the Stairs. I like that movie a lot.
That's a good movie, dude.
They're remaking that.
They're remaking People Under the Stairs.
Can Ving Rhames still be Ving Rhames' character?
Yeah.
I'm teaching you a
Your
trade.
mic need to be a little bit closer, Michael. You're mumbling a lot.
Yeah.
Is there a movie, in your opinion, that needs a remake?
Needs a remake?
Needs a remake.
Yeah. Let's make it hard.
No, well, I've always been my opinion on that is no. No, but
No, you could
I
think
don't.
of something if you
look,
really
good movies. This is what I was going to say. Any kind of movie, not just horror movies. If it's good, I don't think they need to be doing remakes.
I agree.
Now, what I think they should do is, and it could be a gold mine for a good director.
Yeah.
Go back, even like horror director, whatever. Go back through catalogs or whatever and find those movies that were cool concepts,
Yeah.
but the budget and for whatever reasons, writing or whatever, it was not, it didn't go over. Remake those.
No, yeah.
You know what I
there was
mean?
a
Like,
meme that floated around about that for the longest time, but I agree. Like, I think a movie that fits that bill that would be great if it got a remake and they could execute it properly. Waterworld. Waterworld was not a bad fucking concept.
it wasn't even
really
that bad movie.
I like it.
but it could have been fucking great. And if you remade it now, it could be fucking great.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't a terrible movie. I think it was just the timing. Didn't it come out with like a bunch of other like really big movies?
You add more water.
I don't even remember now. But yeah. Add more water and drinking your piss through a Mr. Coffee filter.
You can't pee in a.
Into a Mr.
Get taster's
Yeah. Yeah. Piss into a Mr. Coffee. But horror movie wise, I could probably, if I really thought about it, I could probably think of some like bad ones that just they didn't execute it well, but it was kind of a cool concept when you like say read about it and then watch it and say, oh, this sucks. I could probably find several of those that if they remade them
Yeah.
with better writers and shit like that, they could be really cool movies. But
Puppet
I
Master.
say leave everything else alone.
Now, you think Puppet Master needs a remake?
No,
Yeah.
I don't. Not the original.
Make it
Like
all-
not even the first like three. The first three are like great.
Yeah.
In my opinion. The first one obviously is the best, but they started getting, I mean, there's like 1,000 of those now.
Yeah.
What about a parody? And it's a horror comedy, and somebody resurrects Jim Henson, and it's Muppet Master, and then you just get him like fucking killing people with Muppets.
And they're like, and the Muppets are like, he's not just doing
He's
it.
making new evil
they're
Muppet.
alive.
He's a zombie, and he's making new evil Muppets. And then
And
the
they're living?
the Muppets have to stop the bad Muppets.
So it's an actual Muppets movie.
Yeah, there we go. It becomes a Muppets movie. They have to stop him, and they have to kill Jim Henson. Like he's got to rest in peace.
That's pretty good Kermit, dude. I didn't know you had that good at Kermit.
I didn't either, really.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then one I will be watching at some point. I probably can't watch it with Biz. It'd be too freaky gross for Biz, but I try to watch it every year at Halloween. It's one of my favorites of all time, Castle Freak.
Fucking
And now the one thing
Castle
is,
Freak's so good.
yeah, and this is the thing too, is the one that Barbara Crampton helped make the new one.
Also very
That
good.
one's awesome too. So now I have like 2 Castle Freaks I can watch every year at Halloween time. And it's like, I was so worried about that movie because the original Stuart Gordon's was just so fucking awesome. In my opinion, some people might hate it, but
I love it, but I was worried too.
yeah, I was like, oh God, are they going to fuck this up? And then I felt a little better about it when I heard Barbara was like back
No,
in it. and
I
part
know
of it.
you were still more worried about. We had conversations before it came out, and you were still more worried about it than me. I was like, but my thing was, it's like I kind of think it'll probably be good because I don't think Barbara Crampton will put her name on it.
I think what's good about
since it was big for her.
the best decision they made is because Stuart Gordon's was loosely based off the Outsider short story
Yeah,
by
Or
Lovecraft.
I think it was called The Thing in the Castle, wasn't it?
thought it was the Outsider,
I don't remember, man. I know I've read
where he's
it.
like he comes out of the bottom. It's really
He-
vague
yeah,
story.
I
It's
know.
like there's
It's
there's
couple
not a
of
lot
pages-
to
it's like
it.
4 pages long. Or
Yeah.
something.
And so he just took that and just turned it into something else, which
And it
but
worked.
the new one was awesome because they kind of took Stuart Gordon's like the best parts of it
Yeah.
and then turned it into more Lovecraftian,
Well, yeah.
tied into
it
like
still
the
had-
elders, gods, and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it still had like you're right. It was still more Stuart Gordon-esque in like the execution of the story because you have to fit, if you're gonna make a movie out of a 4-page fucking story, it's got to be you've got to embellish something. But yeah, you're right. That's the best part of it is like where Stuart Gordon didn't only leaned into the Thing in the Castle stuff. or just the content of that short story, they leaned into Lovecraft lore like hard, and you don't see that very often.
I mean,
like,
the Necronomicon's in it, and like everything. Like it was a really cool take, and it was like fresh. I mean, and I guess going back to this talking about remakes, like if they did remake anything, that's how they need to do it. Don't try to like recreate what was already there and already good. If you're going to do a version of it, do something, take some inspiration and do something weird or like totally different. That's the only way. I mean, even I still probably wouldn't want someone to remake a lot of shit just because there's so many remakes coming out now, and so many of them suck balls. Like right now, Castle Freak is the only remake or whatever you want to call it that I can think of that was actually good. Is
there something you would want to see get a movie adaptation that's never had a movie adaptation? Or, I don't know, just anything along those lines?
Like anything? Not just like horror?
Dude, I don't care. It can be a video game. It can be a cartoon. It can be a TV show.
I'd like to see...
Or it can just be a fucking folklore story.
Yeah, like...
Because I got two that I...
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see some more, because some of the stories, Lovecraft stories that haven't been done, there's some good ones that they could make some cool movies out of.
Agree.
And The Shadow over Innsmouth, which they did do Dagon, which was kind of...
Which was essentially the Shadow...
But I think that would be a good one if they did it more to the story.
Yeah.
It could be
they
pretty
did
fucking
do
freaky.
Pretty good with the hotel stuff, though.
Yeah, they did. Especially for a lower budget.
Well, because that felt more like out of Shadow out of Innsmouth than...
But there are plenty of his stories I think that could be done. And the last few that they've done that didn't have any kind of movie yet, like Color Out of Space, and that one was really cool.
That was good.
I mean, it had Nicolas Cage in it too. You can't go wrong with Nick Cage, man. Come on. And something like that he's like really into. Like, you know, I've seen him in like when he was just trying to, whenever all that shit, whatever happened, he had some kind of like manager or something screw him over and steal a bunch of money from him or something, and he went bankrupt. So we've seen him in movies where it was like, what the fuck? But it was like, I think he was just like, I'm going to do this, get a paycheck. But when he's actually doing shit he's into and it's good, like, can't go wrong. Like a lot of people really gave what was it called? Willy's
Wonderland.
Huh? I didn't watch it.
Willy's Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Yeah. A lot of people gave that shit, but like just his thing in it was just awesome. I mean, it was like a take on some kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing where these people were like Satan worshipers, and they did some kind of weird thing in this restaurant because they were the ones running it, but they were like all these Satan worshipers or whatever. Then they did this sacrifice type thing where they put their souls into these animatronics and they're trying to do some kind of thing. Well, he comes there and he's been hired to like clean it up, but what it is he's just like a...
Wait, he came there and he got hired to clean it up?
He came to
that's your business, dude. That's a hell of a business.
He came to the town
somewhere and become the janitor?
You're hired.
He's this dude that just drives this fucking Mustang or whatever, and he comes to town and like the sheriff or whoever, I don't know, somebody hires him to clean up the place, but all it is set up just like for him to be like a sacrifice to them.
His car broke down or something.
Yeah, something's going on with this car or whatever. Anyway, he's working there. He's supposed to like clean it up in the night, this one night, and he gets paid this money. Okay. And like his character, like I don't even think he talks, does he? I don't think he says one word the whole movie. But it's like his expressions. He has a certain type of cola.
The script called for me to say words, but I was like, what if I say the words with my face? And then I refuse to speak.
That's a good Nicolas Cage too, man. All the good ones are coming out of you tonight. But like, he's got like this weird soda. He carries like a ton of it with him, and he drinks it. When he takes breaks, he's like always drinking a ton of them, and he's like listening to music and playing this arcade game and just being all weird. Pinball. And like as he cleans, like the animatronic things are waking up, and they're trying to like off him, and he'll like fuck one up and just beat the shit out of it and tear it apart and shit, and like. and then he'll go back to work, go back to cleaning, and then go on his breaks and play the fucking arcade game and drink. And then these teenagers come.
He will take a break every hour. Or...
Yeah, he always takes a break like every hour or something but it's just funny. I mean, it's obviously self-aware, and it's like it's not trying to be too serious. It's not trying, and so I don't know why so many people gave it such shit. I mean, it does exactly what it set out to do. I liked it, but it's fun.
I love fun. Everything's fun.
It's got some cool kill scenes. I mean, how serious can you be with a movie about fucking animatronics that are possessed killing people? I mean, there's not. I mean, it's gonna be goofy. You know what I mean? No matter how serious you try to make it, it's kind of like with the Winnie the Pooh thing.
And
like...
Well, I mean, I get, it doesn't... It'll play best if it's not serious, but you could totally make a serious movie.
Yeah.
You could tone it up if you wanted to. Like,
I mean, you could make it serious, but I feel like going the goofier route is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
There's an epic dance scene when he's playing the pinball.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's worth a watch. I don't care what people say.
It's no Mandy, but what is?
No, Mandy's excellent.
I still need to watch
That's
that.
a good Halloween watch. Oh man, if you haven't watched that, watch it, dude. It's good. It's real fucking weird. It's got it's a lot of parts are like just like a trippy like fever dream, and like obviously, and he does like his freak out whenever in the bathroom scene where he's in his underwear and his fucking tiger shirt freaking out. Like, it's great. It's about a cult and shit. It's like in a revenge story. So
nice.
Yeah, he does good with a revenge story, freaking out and doing a revenge story. Yeah. But, so I think I'm going to watch some Castle Freak before Halloween. Maybe both of them. Definitely the original. I've already watched all the Terrifiers now.
Yeah.
Since within the last week or two. I've watched the first two a couple of times this month. But I just have so much fun with them. And I'll just put them on when I'm doing other shit too.
I think next year I'm actually going to do, even though I watch horror movies all year long, I think I'm going to try to do the 31 for 31.
Yeah, I think we should do that next year because it's pretty fun. Like, make a list together.
Yeah.
Like, you put stuff on there, I put some stuff on there, and you put some, like, we all three kind of choose some shit to watch.
That'd be cool.
And when we can, watch some together. Like, maybe find some stuff, maybe put some stuff on, plan ahead, put some stuff on the list that might be coming out in the theaters that month, and maybe catch a few, like one or two, at least one together in the theater or something.
Well, we might be able to see Terrifier 4 by then, because didn't Terrifier 2 come out last year?
Like
2022, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So I took my 14-year-old. Man, maybe I am a bad
Yeah, you told me about that. You said, yeah, I took him when he was 14. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was going to be. That's what you told me.
Yeah. Like, I knew it was going to be a jump from one, dude, but like, I got to a point where I was like, I might have fucked up.
Yeah. Anybody that hasn't seen it yet, it's like, and has seen the other two, 3 is just like the craziest scene in 2, just over and over and over again.
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of how I felt, man. Is like, I felt like they reached the level of that, but it was more continuously.
Yeah,
that's why
I think Damien decided, man, it's going to be real hard to top that.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is just do that level of disgusting all the way through the movie. Like,
which, by the way, it's okay to take a
it worked.
16-year-old too, or at least in my opinion. But
I mean, hey, man, it depends on their maturity level. You know, as long as you're not taking your 5-year-old.
Yeah, they got to learn.
Or your 9-year-old. You know,
They got to learn.
That's the interview. It was like a 5-year-old asking David Howard Thornton a question.
There's plenty of people. Dude, we watched Friday the 13th when we were like 3 and 4 years old.
Apparently, like I was wondering what scene was supposed, and I sort of guessed it, but I was listening to a podcast with Leone and David Howard Thornton, and the big scene in this one's supposed to be the shower one. I can't give anything away. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the big scene.
That's supposed to be like.
Well, you know what? One reason that's a big scene with not really giving anything away, it's because it's also the first time in a Terrifier movie that there's actually a sex scene.
No, two. That's nudity though. Nudity though. Well,
Yeah, there is. All of them had. Well, I don't think 2 had any nudity.
no.
2 didn't have any
If
nudity.
anything, one's the only one.
1 had nudity, and 3 had nudity. But this is the first one with with the sex scene, and like, which is weird for a crazy horror movie. That's usually a staple. But like, Rob was talking about that day. He was like, that was the only thing that didn't get the other 2. I like love them to death because it's the only reason. That's one of the main reasons they got 4 stars instead of 5 for me, is because it didn't have any of the horror movie sex scenes in it. And he's like, and I told him, well, I was like, 3 has one, so they finally put one in there. But because it's more about, I mean, the story's cool and the character obviously, and it's about that. But like, it's also really cool because it's just a display of Damien's skills with practical fucking effects for like gore and shit, dude. Like, it's amazing.
I think
Like, he is
helped
good.
occasionally with some of this, but he didn't do the effects on this one.
He didn't?
No.
Well, I know Tom Savini helped in it.
Well, because he didn't. Well, basically because he focused on the budget was so big, he got us to. But I think he helped with some of the effects sometimes because I think he said something about there was a blood spray method he uses with like a tube.
Mm-hmm.
And like blowing out of the tube or whatever, and the guy was like, "You can't do that to somebody. Like, well, you can't just like blow blood into their like," because I think he has to spit it at him almost. And something wasn't working, and they ended up having to revert to like what he wanted
To do that, yeah.
And that
That's
was one
cool.
of the things
Because
I
it's
know he
probably the
helped with.
actual best method.
Well, yeah, because this was supposed to be like some big time guy who like does a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that did the effects with the studio.
Well, you know, like, it's awesome. Savini was like kind of part of it. I don't know how much he helped, but I heard he helped some. And
sure.
obviously he has a cameo.
Leone's heavily inspired by.
Yeah, and like another guy who's like comes to the top of my head too, because you talk about Savini, is Greg Nicotero.
Yeah,
He's really good too, and he's actually a protege of Savini, I think.
I'm pretty sure.
But like, he amazed me. I remember in some of his shit in Walking Dead. I remember a scene with like an arm cut off and one of like the zombies, and they're picking it up to like throw it in the pile.
Yeah.
And just like the look of that arm, and when they pick it up, and how everything, like the movement of everything and the weight it looked like it had. I mean, it looked like a real ass arm. Like, and I was like, man, that is some badass special effects. That's one of the main things I remember of Nicotero's work. Like, and of course you got to give him props because he brought back Creepshow.
Yeah.
Did that series, which just kind of went downhill. I don't know how much he's involved with it now, but like the 3rd season was okay. But that's something I might watch. One of the Creep shows this year too. Anybody gets on?
Well, you can't go wrong with the first 2. There's a terrible 3rd one.
No. We don't talk about
You gotta
that
watch
one.
a dead girl.
I still have to. That'll be on the list then. Yeah. I'll watch that for sure. That sounds pretty good. Have you seen Dead Girl?
No.
It's from what Michael's told me. There's just the general synopsis. There's a zombie outbreak. There's a girl that's a zombie, and these guys take her and they kind of hold her, keep her around, and they like bang her.
Wait, I think you did tell me about this.
Yeah, I
Yeah, so
think I want a podcast.
that'll be a special one to watch. That's probably one of those ones that kind of makes you feel like kind of uncomfortable because you're like, oh, fucking banging a zombie. But anyway.
Hygiene.
Oh, I know what I watched. You know what I watched just for almost background noise today when I was working before I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre and actually paid quite a bit of attention to it, was that Army of the Dead movie.
Oh, is that
The one with Dave Bautista in it?
Yeah, I haven't seen
I think
that.
Michael Bay had something to do with
Isn't
it.
that Zack Snyder?
Or Zack Snyder had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But it's actually a pretty fun movie. It was a cool take, a fresher take on some zombie shit. Like, this outbreak happens because of the military's carrying this, like, they wreck and they're carrying this specimen, and it's this zombie guy, but he's like super fast and strong.
a physical specimen.
No, he's like one of the main characters though. But it's like different. And he's like the first one or whatever. And so anyway, this so this outbreak has happened, and then it goes a little bit into the future, and it's like in Las Vegas area. So they've quarantined Las Vegas, and like Batista is this guy who used to, I don't know, do some kind of like mercenary work or military work or some kind of shit. I don't know, security work or something.
Generic background.
He's hired by what's his face,
Yeah.
the Japanese guy. I can't remember his name now. He's Sonny Chiba's protege. He played the main bad guy in Rush Hour 3. He's been in quite a bit of movies. Can't remember his name. But anyway, he hires him and like he gets a team together. He wants him because his parents had this money in this casino and his insurance has already paid for it and covered it. So it's like this money that doesn't really exist anymore in this vault. He wants them to go in and get it, and he's going to pay them like an ungodly amount for going and retrieving it.
Yeah.
But the coolest part about the movie probably is the take on the zombies. They made it like a twist. It's like that main one that escaped or whatever. They're like intelligent.
Yeah.
And there's regular zombies that are like mindless and just try to eat you or whatever, because those are ones that are turned by other ones like him, but it wasn't by him. When he bites somebody and turns them, they become like he is. And they can like think and stuff, and he kind of like rules this.
But any of the ones that
The ones he
turns,
bit, if they bite anybody, they just become regular ass brainless zombies. He's the only one that can like turn them into like he is, and he's like it's like his kingdom pretty much inside this quarantined Las Vegas now. And like he can even reproduce. He has like a queen, and she's like pregnant and all this shit, and like so it's a pretty cool take that it's like this different type of zombie thing. But it's one of those movies that's like, but it's fun. Yeah. It's got a fresh enough idea. I mean, a fresh enough story
this
and concept.
Can play chess. He can eat brains, but he can reproduce and eat ass.
Yeah, he even carries like
It's November.
a mask. It's metal. He gets it to like protect his head, I guess, from being shot and shit.
Yeah,
and like.
So what kind of helmet was it?
It's like some kind of metal helmet he made. It's like a face mask helmet. It kind of goes up on his head to protect him, I guess, from gunshots. But like, it's pretty good. It's almost like it's like a new concept on the zombies, obviously. But then it's like a heist movie with fucking zombies. So it's like it's pretty fun. Like, there's some pretty goofy characters. Some of them are some of them kind of miss, but then the other ones kind of hit, and you're like, okay, that's a pretty cool character. Like the German guy is really weird. He's like the guy he's like obsessed with like safes and cracking safes and shit. And so they take him for that specific purpose. And he's like really weird and like obsessed with like the mechanics of like the locks and stuff of safes and shit. Like almost like gets off on it. So his character's kind of funny, but
it is double spring loaded, and so am I.
But if you're wanting something more kind of just brain dead, fun, action, some zombies and shit like that, then it's a pretty good watch. And I mean, if you already have Netflix, it's free. It's not like you're having to rent it or buy it or anything.
I heard Rebel Moon sucked.
Yeah. I don't think Zack Snyder actually made Army of the Dead. I think he was just like involved like with production or something. So maybe that's why this one didn't super suck like most of his stuff that comes out now. Yeah.
Man,
Got him.
He's like the only director that seems like he gets worse.
Yeah, he really fell off.
Like some of his first movies were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, 300 was great.
Yeah, I loved 300.
I thought it really reflected the comic book very well, like the over the top.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like he gets that.
Yeah, and I thought Watchmen was decent.
Yeah, but like anytime he tries to do a classic superhero, he can't because he doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Man of Steel sucked. Man of Steel sucked.
There was only aspects of it that I liked. I didn't like the movie as a whole at all. Like, it didn't make sense at the end. He would have done something else besides break Zod's neck.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have done something to stop him shooting his...
Dude, his dad...
It was just like...
His dad dying was...
That was dumb.
Idiotic as fuck, because all you had... Like, are you telling me that Superman is so fucking stupid he can't come up with like a plausible excuse as to why his dad lit? Because sometimes people get plucked up by tornadoes, and miraculously survive. So you know what you do? You go hug your dad, and then you fly off. You put your dad in a tree, and you're like, sorry, Dad. You break his fucking arm, and then you go like 40 feet away in a cornfield or something. And then it's like, oh, he was injured, and miraculously, somehow I am okay.
Or just not even have that scene.
Pretty much.
Because why did you need to kill Jonathan Kent? But anyway, we won't get into all that. Just,
Yeah, 'cause
Zack
I'll talk for
Snyder
3
has been
hours.
disappointing over the past, 10 years?
Yeah. And I'll talk about it for 3 hours, and also, like, fuck the Snyder Cut. Stick it up your ass.
Well, the Snyder Cut is like 3 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, and I won't watch it. You know what? Great. The Justice League movie, it sucked. Now I want to see it suck and fun in different ways.
Yeah. I want to see an hour and a half more of sucking.
Yeah. But look, man, it sucks differently.
It's got all this extra suck. But,
You remember how it sucked dick? Now it sucks ass.
so yeah, I think we should definitely plan next year of doing a 31 for 31.
Yeah, fuck, we might even want to start planning it like in August.
Yeah, we need to
Just
make the
have it
list
down.
like early and maybe find out like if we're going to plan on doing a couple of or a movie or two new ones. Well, yeah, we'll have to look ahead and see what's coming out. If there's anything, even if it sounds like it might not be great, maybe just go watch it just to see
Yeah.
something. And but I need to watch the original Black Christmas again.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I haven't seen any of the remakes. I know there's
They
two.
suck.
Even the newest one?
It's like,
I don't even know if I've seen the newest one. I know I've seen one of them that I didn't like. It's like we were actually talking about that today. It has the same thing as like the reason why I don't like Rob Zombie's Halloween movies is
Because they're
they
trash.
gave somebody a background
Yeah.
and lore that you didn't need to give.
Yeah, it ruined it.
That's how Black Christmas is. You know what I mean? You don't know anything about that guy.
yeah.
You gotta think of it yourself. You gotta figure out what the hell's going on yourself. You don't know. You just gotta come to your own conclusion. That's how Halloween was supposed to be, and that was ruined
Yeah.
in the Rob Zombie versions. It's like trying to humanize him and trying to give him a reason. He didn't have to have a reason.
Yeah. That's what makes him scary.
Yeah. Not having a reason makes him way scarier.
Yeah. Oh, my mommy. I got mommy issues. Cool. You're everybody. Great.
Yeah.
I can kill you. Because you're everybody.
Yeah, it also gives him a weakness.
Yeah.
If he's just pure evil, just killing people, like
Yeah,
that's way
there's
more
no
scary.
reason for it. There's nothing you can do about it. That's what makes it horrifying. The fact that there's a trained psychologist who's basically like,
Who spent
it doesn't
years,
work.
Yeah, who spent years trying to figure him out, and is like, this guy, there's nothing that'll fix him. Like, there's nothing.
I looked into those
It's
eyes.
so
and
much
saw
so
nothing
that
but
now
evil.
I'm after him to kill him.
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome. Like, he just needs to be put down. And he did a great job, too, as the doctor.
No, Donald Pleasance, wasn't it? He's talking about, wasn't that that was the original actor.
Donald Pleasance?
Yeah, was it Donald Pleasance?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looked at me and I felt wrong.
I was like trying to remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his name, though.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank, but I'm pretty sure you're right. And if Michael's saying yeah, then it's probably true. Yeah. Donald Pleasance. I always forget his name. Go back and forth forgetting the guy's name that played like Frankenstein in the Hammer films and was in Star Wars as Grand Moff
Tarkin. Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing. Like I'll like remember his name, and then all of a sudden I'll like forget his name entirely for like a large span of time. But
There's
like,
a lot
what the
of
fuck
Hammer
is his
films
name?
he's good in, but I can't think of the names of them right now. Like because like some of that shit.
Oh, what is the one? They used it in a Creep Show episode, where they're on the train.
Oh,
The fucking Yeti thing that's like psychic powers and all that weird shit.
I thought you were talking about the one where like Christopher Lee.
That's Christopher Lee's on it.
Christopher Lee and him are on the train, and it's an anthology where they're telling stories. The passengers on the train.
No, this one is about they're transporting this thing
Oh, is this a Hammer film too?
Yeah. They're transporting it on this train, and it's like this weird Bigfoot Yeti type thing, and it's like, it's weird.
When
It's
did
cool,
Stephen
though.
King do Needful Things?
When did he write it?
Yeah, the book. Because I'm wondering, there was it's a good story.
What's the 90s?
Oh, that's when he wrote it? Okay.
I don't
then
know.
The Hammer film has to take place before it, but there was a Hammer film that it was also, I think, an anthology, but it's essentially the same concept. Guy has an evil store with, possessed objects, and that was Peter Cushing. But I've also
No,
wanted
he
to-
wrote, it came out in 91, so he probably wrote it starting in the late 80s, I'd say.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that it was way before the 80s. It was late 70s, early 80s.
Well, Needful Things, it's the devil, right?
Yeah, but I think Peter Cushing might be
flag.
the devil in that movie. Because there's been 2 times I've thought that with Stephen King, not to be like a dick, but I'm pretty sure I don't know what came first, The Car or Christine. The Car is a shitty movie about a possessed car. Like, no matter what, even if Stephen King got the idea from The Car, Christine is way better than The Car.
Yeah, and I could never figure out from watching Christine if it was like, was it supposed to be like just a demon
I don't even know.
or someone's ghost, or
Remember.
you don't really know. I don't
It's a
think
shitter.
it makes the dude obsessed with it though. So I feel like it's like supposed to be like an actual demon or some shit.
Call him in the movie. Shitter. Or shitter.
What?
It's in the movie.
Oh, I haven't
Shitter.
seen it in a while, so I guess I don't remember that part.
The car is a shitter.
It's a shitter. Oh, because he gets it's in like bad shape, right? And then it fixes itself. Correct?
Sure.
It's got to be a demon if it fixes itself. Or maybe
It's got to
Like,
be a lawyer.
it's a sentient being. Like,
It's a Decepticon before the concept of Transformers.
but yeah, Needful Things. That was a pretty cool story, though. Maybe he was inspired by that Hammer film.
Could have been.
Well,
Because he watched a lot of stuff like that.
guys, we're at about an hour 15, close to it, so guess we can wrap up this episode.
Yeah. Sad
Maybe.
thing is, I think we probably won't be back till next month, maybe.
Yeah, because for those listening, Jake's getting married, and he'll be on his honeymoon and away from work and at the end of the month here, and so he's going to be maxing, relaxing all the end of October.
Shoot
And then
people
enjoy.
outside of the school.
Yeah, that too. So we will definitely be back.
We're going to have the Halloween recap.
Yeah, we should probably definitely do the what we were talking about with the Terrifier 3 and like kind of do like maybe a breakdown. If we watch any more movies, anything new,
Go have
shit,
give
we'll
it
go
to
over
me.
it too. Like cover some shit.
Breakdown.
Maybe we can get together like at the beginning of November, doing our next episode and do a little recap for everybody.
Oh, dude, in December, I want to talk about Christmas monsters.
For sure.
I've got like a whole book that I bought that lists all of the Christmas monsters.
Sweet. I would like that.
Yeah, I'll have to let you all borrow it and read it. It's really good, but we can,
There's Krampus and
dude, like the Belschnickel and
Belschnickel.
Belschnickel.
I'm trying to remember. There's one. It's great. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a weird fucking name, but essentially what it does is there's like a secret word you have to say to it, or else it'll like jump on your back and like ride you till the morning. And another thing it used to do is like husbands that were, committing adultery or whatever.
Yeah.
When they'd be going out to when they'd be going out to go visit their mistresses, it would also find them around that time and jump on their back and like ride them till dawn, which is hilarious because essentially that's what you wanted to go out and go do is hump and that thing's on your back like and riding you till dawn. But also, I guess it's
And this was the
preventing you from committing a sin. I don't remember, dude. That's
What was
part
the
of
other
we'll have
thing
to-
you said?
The Belschnickel?
The Belschnickel. That's what made me think of that fucking stupid ass show on like Discovery or whatever the hell it was, the Mountain Monsters.
Yeah.
Those bunch of rednecks, like, and it was tried to pass it off as real shit. My dad would watch it because he thought it was hilarious and stupid. Yeah. He even like did drawings of them. My sister has them somewhere, but they would come up with these like some of the shit that they came up with the cryptids. I think were just. Some of it was made up.
I've always
there was like
Bigfoot traveled like by boat or some crap.
Oh,
like didn't really they say something about like
some stupid
waterway?
Shit, man. Like they had one called that one you just said reminded me of the one called the Snallygaster.
The Snallygaster?
Yeah, it was some kind of weird bird dinosaur like thing. But yeah, the one you're talking about that my dad got such a kick out of was an episode where they went in this cave and supposedly this Bigfoot had mapped out all the rivers and areas all around that area. And it's like, okay, like perfectly, this map on the wall. It's like, what, did he have a helicopter or an airplane? He flew up and like was looking at an aerial view. Like,
yeah, that's like when you see that Tenacious D movie and Jack Black's flying with the Sasquatch.
Oh,
that's how the Sasquatch
I forgot.
got the aerial view.
Like flying on like rainbows and shit. But like, yeah, and like they had another one that was like the Thunder Brothers or some shit. It was supposedly some kind of Native American tale of these two Bigfoot that they called the Thunder Brothers, and like this, it was just so stupid. Every time like an episode, they have an encounter and almost catch something or whatever. And like there was another one my dad really got a kick out of. It was I watched some of this one with him. And it was like they supposedly had caught a chupacabra in this cage. But when they went, the cage was busted open. And they were like, it was like, damn Sasquatch. It broke him out. So Sasquatch came and busted out the chupacabra and make sure he wasn't caught.
So you broke out a chupacabra. It's a damn Sasquatch.
They're buddies. Apparently Chupacabra and Bigfoot.
Well, this looks like it was a two-man job. I bet the Thunder Brothers had something to do with that.
It's just so stupid, dude. Like the one really big kid, he was like the youngest guy. He was like fucking like 450 pounds. And like he would like fall down all the time, go rolling down. Yeah. There was this one bald
Give me
guy.
my walking hoagie.
He was like missing all his teeth, and he was supposedly a former Marine, and like would always do the hoorah, yell and scream all the fucking time, and like it's just.
Look,
I can tell. I mean, I see why my dad got a kick out of it.
I'll let my body go to shit. I got tired of all the regimented working out, and I'll let my body go to shit. Like, it was my right when I got out.
But they let this on like Discovery or whatever the hell. Travel. I don't remember which one it was. It's like, why do you... What the hell? Anyway, yeah, it's like... It just makes it kind of stupid, I feel like.
Was it right before Destination Truth? Where the dude, they're serious? Did they show it before Destination Truth?
It was a while after Destination Truth. That's a good show.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
And fucking Sci-Fi just let that go. I can't believe that.
Well, wait, didn't he start another one? I know Sci-Fi let it go, but he started something else. I thought his original one was called something, and his newest one was Destination Truth.
No, Destination Truth was the one on Sci-Fi where he actually like investigated like supernatural stuff.
Yeah, what was the other one?
This new one is I can't even remember. It's on Travel Channel. It's more of like just a travel informational kind of thing. Like he does learn about like archaeological shit. Like he went to that. I think he had one about that big fucking old ancient city and shit they're finding in like Cambodia. How they're finding like stuff like that. Like, but it's none of the supernatural stuff. Which Destination Truth is probably one of the best shows ever for that kind of thing because it was never skewed. Yeah. Like he never went in like how some people are like overly obsessed and so they believe every little thing or think every little thing is like the ghost or the Bigfoot or whatever, whereas he would always go in like skeptical where he needed to be, you know what I mean? And like and they've had some weird ass shit happen. There's some good episodes of that show. I'd like to watch some of them again. There was the one about Romania and that circle in Romania where nothing grows. It's like a perfect circle in the woods and it's like supposedly haunted there in Romania and shit. They had some crazy shit happen in that one, like one of his cameramen and shit got attacked. Like they had it on a camera of him sitting out in the circle alone, and he like got pulled and went flying within like a split second. Just went flying like 6-7 feet backwards, and like had these marks all under his jacket and shit on his body. I think he like stopped. I think he quit after that.
Yeah.
But so it's pretty cool stuff, whether you believe it or not. I kind of believe in a lot of that shit. Like Romania's got a lot of crazy history, so like
I got hit with Dracula magic.
yeah, you should supposedly go to his old castle, and there's like
yeah.
figures you can see.
One of several of his old castles, but
Yeah.
like one in particular.
The one in Transylvania or whatever. Like, what is it?
I can't remember, but I know there's one that's sort of hard to get to.
Yeah, I think it's that one. I think the one I'm thinking of is like way up in the mountains or whatever. But yeah, it's been some good chatting though.
The end.
I love all the whole Halloween season stuff and all the creepy stuff, and even if it's cheesy, even if it's like, I love it all. So I could chat about all this kind of shit for fucking hours probably. So
Me too, but the end.
and join us next time. We're ending it now, guys. Oh boy. One more time, Jake.
The end.